Okay. So tell us, how did you first learn about the John Miller Real Estate Team?
Well, we were with another agent who referred John and his team to us when we were looking at a property in Northridge.
Okay, great. And when you met with John, what was your criteria in choosing an agent? What were some of the things you were looking for?
I think somebody that was personable, that understood what our needs and desires were, that would listen to us, and also, in our case, was being very realistic about what our house was worth in the market and explaining the situation to us, as the market has really dropped over the last year or so.
Right. Okay, great. And tell us a little bit about your experience. What happened when you met with John and talked to you about your house?
John came in the dining room, sat down with us, went through everything with us about this house, and also, by the way, with the other house that we're in the process of purchasing. We went through everything with John. He got back to us right away. I think one of the nice things about John and his team is if you call them, they get back to you right away. You don't have to wait forever. They'll get you an email. They get you what you need. John also spent the time with us on telling us how we should set up our house initially to get this moving forward.
Okay, great. And how has that helped you in the process?
Well, I think it's put our minds to ease a little bit.
We don't worry about it. We let him worry about it.
Yeah.
Put our minds to ease a little bit. We know that if we have a question, we can call him and ask him. And so far, we've been into it for 2 weeks, and it's moving right along.
Okay, great. And you also worked with the John Miller Real Estate Team in purchasing your home. Can you tell us how that experience went and what the result was?
Originally, we were going to purchase the home on our own without using a real estate agent. The agent on the other property suggested to us that we use an agent. We talked with John, and we put an offer in for less than what I was originally going to offer, to find out that offer was accepted. So John, in a way, has saved us money through this process.
Okay, great. What recommendations would you give other people in terms of interviewing and hiring real estate agents, and what could you say about the John Miller Real Estate Team?
I think you got to be comfortable with the person you talk to. You got to have full trust and respect for that individual. I think it's important to look at that individual and the tools in the team that they have. It's not a one-person show. And the other thing about John and his team is they're full-time. They're not part-time realtors, which we've run into in the past.
Okay, great. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
That's tough. I think, again, I've got to repeat myself a little bit. I think it's all about communications and relationships and partnerships. And with John, I believe we have that.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.